I'm hiding from Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run because we can't escape it. Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run, the gift that keeps on giving us things that we did not want and did not ask for. Not only did Zeb Wells unequivocally destroy the character of Peter Parker, Mary Jane, the new character he created that nobody asked for or wanted, the new villain he created, which was a mustache twirling foe who had no consequence to the greater Marvel Cinematic Universe, but he also managed to kill off one of the more loved newer characters in Marvel Comics, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. Now, there is one good thing that is coming out of Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run, and that is that the actress who plays Miss Marvel in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Iman Vellani, is actually going to be writing the new run of Miss Marvel comics. She's been a fan of the comics for a long time, even though she's very young, and she has a lot of knowledge of the comics as well. And so she is going to be writing the next run of Miss Marvel, which is going to be titled Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant, and is set to release August 30th. It's going to be a 4-issue limited series co written by Iman Vellani and Sabir Perzada. Now, according to Marvel, after being brought back via Krakoan resurrection technology, Kamala is shocked to learn she is a mutant. But before she has a chance to come to terms with this revelation, the catastrophic fall of X will throw her world into chaos and a secret mission on behalf of the X-Men. Now, I haven't been reading Fall of X, so I can't tell y'all everything that's going on in that. I have been reading different titles like Bishop's Title, and I read the first couple issues of Cult of Carnage Misery. So I've been reading different Marvel titles. I'm more of a DC guy myself. I really like the Dawn of DC, but I've been dabbling in different Marvel titles, and obviously I read Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man run, which was much to my detriment. But so Iman Vellani is going to be writing this new 4-issue limited series of Ms. Marvel, and it's really exciting to me because, like I said before, she's a big fan of the comic books. I think she portrays Ms. Marvel very well. She's one of the better casted actors or actresses for a character, I think, in a long time that we've had in Marvel anyway. And Iman actually said, this is way scarier than joining the MCU for me. Those projects feel like they live in their own dimension, so I guess I can separate myself easier. But you can hold a comic book. I've never written anything before in my entire life, but I've read. That's surprising. I'm surprised she hasn't written fan fiction. But I have read many comics, so I just wrote what I would want to read. I was given a very professional tool to write what is essentially my own fan fiction. Okay, there we go. What is essentially my own fan fiction. So basically, this is, and it's funny because the character Ms. Marvel is known for writing fan fictions of the Marvel characters in that universe. So it's funny that this is kind of coming full circle. And Iman also said, I want to make it very, very clear that we're not retconning her inhuman origin. That's a part of Kamala's identity that Marvel Editorial and myself would very much like to keep and protect. Our book will absolutely reflect the core themes of the identity that the Miss Marvel comics have consistently explored. Only now there is a new label that Kamala has to learn and accept. It's going to be pretty crazy. Now, Marvel also released some pictures of the cover of the first issue, which is going to be done by Art Germ, who does some really great covers, and I really like this cover. And they also released an image of her new suit, which I'm kind of torn on because Miss Marvel's suit is iconic to me. The big lightning bolt, which is an homage to Captain Marvel's Carol Danvers at Captain Marvel. Anyway, her suit. Um, she has the big lightning bolt. This new suit, she has an X-Men suit because she's going to be a mutant. So I guess she's going to be joining the X-Men now. And so she has the classic X on the belt like the X-Men. Her suit is yellow and blue like the X-Men with a little bit of red as well. And she's got the lightning bolt on her chest. So a little one. It's not the big lightning bolt. which I really like. And by the way, the MCU suit, which was in the Marvels trailer, I think that is one of the better Marvel adaptations of a comic book suit we've had in a long time as well. All three of their suits look really great in it. Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, and Miss Marvels, but Miss Marvels in particular, I really like her suit. So it's kind of sad to see her go to this new X-Men suit, but it's also kind of cool to see her in an X-Men suit. So I'm kind of torn, just like I'm kind of torn with this. It's sad that she died in then this issue here, which I have over here, which was the follow-up issue to um, Amazing Spider-Man 27 or 6. I can't remember which one it was. Doesn't really matter. Don't read it. It was a very bad issue. The art was bad. The story was bad. Her sacrifice was dumb. But this issue was actually pretty tasteful. How they handled her death and the characters' interactions with their death. It was written by three different writers: Mark Waid, G. Willow Wilson, who is the original creator of Miss Marvel, and also Saladin Ahmed, who wrote a very long run of Miss Marvel as well. Saladin Ahmed and G. Willow Wilson's stories were a little bit better than Mark Wade's, in my opinion, because they know the character a lot better. They wrote very long runs of Ms. Marvel. Mark Wade was more focused on the Champions, which is the team of younger Avengers that Ms. Marvel created and led. So he was more focused on them and Amadeus Cho and Vivian, who is Vision's daughter's relationship. It was kind of like a soap opera, his story. It was a lot very melodramatic, but I guess the Champions are kind of melodramatic, so it made sense. But it was kind of it kind of messed up the flow of the issue, in my opinion. But it wasn't a bad one. It wasn't like Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man, so I gave it a pass. But yeah, so this is gonna be very cool. Seeing Iman Vellani, who is such a comic book fan and nerd, and plays the character in the movies and the TV show with such passion, to finally get to write a comic book, which she's such a fan of. So, what do you think of Iman Vellani writing a comic book for Ms. Marvel? I really like Iman Vellani, especially as Ms. Marvel in the MCU and as a person in general. She's really fun and energetic, and she's exactly the kind of thing that the MCU needs right now. Along with Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds coming into the MCU, that's the kind of thing that we need, that energetic passion for a character after the past few duds, other than Guardians 3. But, James Gunn's leaving, so the Guardians are going to be a lot different. But the MCU needs more people like Ryan Reynolds and Iman Vellani who are passionate about the characters they play. So I'm really excited for this upcoming Marvels movie, and I'm really excited for this series written by Iman Vellani. But what do you think about Iman Vellani writing a comic book? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more comic book and pop culture content. And I will see y'all another day.